Hey, it's Alexis, and for this video, I have a special guest with me. It's my husband.
I'm husband.
So for this video, we decided that he's going to go into the bookstore and pick out 3 books for me to read for the week, and I have no idea what they're going to be. Let's go into the bookstore now.
Oh, I feel like I was just here. Well, that's because we just did a video where she picked out books for different colors of the rainbow. So I have a fresh memory of what she wants but did not put in her basket. But there might be a couple of surprises.
Hey, we're back from the bookstore, and he's about to show me what books he picked out for me to read for a week.
So I said earlier that these purchases were done on the same day that we did your rainbow challenge. Right, so with a fresh memory, I remember to pick this one up for you.
Every time I go on vacation, Someone Dies by Catherine Mack. I was just telling him in there how I wanted this one, but I ended up getting a different one for my blue book. But I'm really excited for this one.
Like, you just kept smiling about it and then you put it back. I was like, oh, okay.
But what do you think I'm going to rate this one?
Oh, you're going to rate it as, I don't know, knowing you, probably like a 4 or something.
4.
There's always going to be something wrong with it. 5 stars are rare with you. So, it'll be lucky to get 4.
A 4, okay.
It'll be really happy with a 4.5. But I have no idea.
I'm sure this one's a mystery. It says that she's an author writing the next novel in her vacation mystery series.
Alright, so if there's anything you should know about me, is that I like sports.
Yes, he does.
Whenever she's recording, I'm in the other room trying to be quiet watching a sporting event. It's usually one that I'm interested in. So with that in mind, I was like, hey, she read this author before, maybe she'll like this one. And I figured out what book 1 of the series is. It's a standalone though, so it doesn't really matter. But here we go.
Oh, you got me Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan.
Yeah, I figured, hey, it's somebody trying to start their NBA career. Something about a romance. So here you go.
She kissed the prince, and he turned her into a fraud. Now her fairy tale is upside down. Sounds pretty good. What do you think I'm going to rate it?
4.
4?
My guess. I'm never going to guess 5. Because I sometimes do sports betting, and let me tell you, I would never bet on her getting a 5-star. Now, for this one, I like sports, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of declared here. It's a known fact now. I hope you don't have this one. I have no idea about this one. I figured I would surprise you because I don't know if you've read anything by this person. And I'm just shooting in the dark because I don't really read too often. But here's this one. Hopefully you don't have it yet.
I don't have this one. I was actually looking at this a few weeks ago.
Dude, she has like 500 books. That's the one that she doesn't have. I'm happy.
So he got me Until Friday Night by Abby Glines. I really like this cover. What do you think I'm going to rate this one?
4.5 is my guess.
You picked out some good ones.
Well, you don't know it yet. You didn't read it.
No, but I'm really excited for these.
All right, cool.
All right, well, we're going to start reading these, and I will keep you guys updated on how I'm feeling about them. All right, we're about to start this. You know, this is going to be sad when it starts out with a content warning. Apparently, it's going to be about domestic violence. Okay, so I just made it to page 58 in this book, and so far it's about Iris, who is dating an NBA player named Caleb, who they consider the golden boy, I think is what they call him. And it's about to be the NBA draft, and she's also interviewing for a dream job that she wants to do, but he's basically saying, well, you can't interview or have any jobs until we know where I'm getting drafted because you're going to be moving with me, basically. And so she's very unhappy. And she ends up going to a bar one night and she runs into August, who happens to be Caleb's rival. And they start talking and like become kind of friends. And Caleb finds out. And there was a big argument. And now something else big just happened. And yeah, I'm on chapter 6. And I think I really like this book so far. But I'm really nervous to see where it goes. So that's the only update I have right now, but let's go ahead and keep reading. He just broke his leg. He tripped on the basketball court, broke his leg, and the bone's sticking through his leg.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. They're gonna see a play that the roommate's in.
Sounds so much better than what I'm reading. This is giving me the chills when you're like, oh yeah, they're gonna go watch a play.
A play that their butt is in. And later, they're gonna have dinner together.
No.
Yeah. And then after that, they're gonna get to work on their game.
He's about to go to the hospital.
Sounds like fun.
I've been reading this book. Made it to page 155. And I'm angry. This book is just pissing me off. And I want to burn it in a fire. And I don't even know what to say without saying spoilers. But something just went down. And I hate it. And I'm so mad. And I don't even want to read this anymore. And that's my feeling so far on this book. In case you were wondering. Hey, so I finished this 2 days ago, and I wanted to sit on my thoughts before I talked about it. I'm pretty sure the last update that I gave was that I hated this book and that I wanted to throw it in the river or catch it on fire. I don't remember exactly what I said. I just know I was not happy with this book. I'm pretty sure it was the last update. Because of the things that were happening, it was pissing me off. And that is why I was so angry my last update, because of what was going on. But this book is really good, and I do recommend it. I may read the other two in the series. I'm not sure yet. But I did like this one. I want to start by saying, read the trigger warnings. This talks about sexual assault, rape, and violence. Physical abuse, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. This is about Iris, who is dating a basketball player named Caleb, who is known as the Golden Boy. And his dad I think he was a player like years ago, and now he like works for one of the teams as like the front office person or something along those lines. So because of who he is and because of who his dad is, he can get away with some stuff, you know? He's one of those boys. But he has a rival named August. Iris meets August at a bar, and they become really, really good friends. Like the one night they meet, felt like they'd known each other forever, and they were just having a great time talking to each other and all that. And then when she figures out who he is or whatever, she's like, oh, I can't talk to you. Like, you're my boyfriend's rival, blah, blah. Then whenever Caleb finds out that Iris knows August, things started getting crazy. And that's where the trigger warnings come in. So please read those trigger warnings before you read this book. A lot happens in this book, but the story is also very good. So my husband did a good job picking this one out, and I will come back when I start the next book. Okay, I'm about to start this book, Until Friday Night by Abby Glines. And looking at this cover, I thought that it was a cute little young adult football romance. This book has got a lot going on. So apparently West, he's like, it doesn't say what position he plays, but he's the football god apparently, of this high school. And he is going through trauma of watching his dad die of cancer. And then it turns out 2 years prior, she watched her father murder her mother. So she's also going through trauma. And one night, he decides to speak to her about his trauma because she's never spoken a word to anybody at this school. And then she decides she's going to open up to him about her trauma as well. And then they form like a connection. So this book sounds like it's going to be a lot, but we'll give it a shot. Hopefully it's good. Okay, so I just finished Until Friday Night by Abby Glines. I think I'm settling on 3.5 stars for the rating. So, like I said, West was dealing with the death of his father, and Maggie was dealing with how she watched her father murder her mother. Both very, very tragic events. And I related a little bit to how they were feeling. I know what it's like to lose a parent. So the pain that they were talking about and like their experiences, I understood that. And I feel like it made me relate to the characters a little bit more. But other than that connection, I didn't really care for any of these characters or really like anything. This is a young adult book. They are in high school. But the way that they were talking and the way that they were acting, yes, I guess are high schoolers, but I wasn't expecting that kind of stuff in this book. An example, I don't know what you can and cannot say on YouTube, but they were talking about sex and jobs and all that. Like, I know that high schoolers do that, but I wasn't expecting it. It wasn't in detail or anything. They were like mentioning it was happening. But still, like, I don't know. Just, it threw me off, I guess. But like I said earlier, I wasn't enjoying the way that they were talking about women in particular. They kept referring to everybody by their looks. And they were saying that Maggie was, like, so beautiful and everyone wanted to be with her. And that if they had anyone other than her, then they were just settling for somebody who wasn't as pretty as her. And I just didn't like that. So, will I read another book by this author? I don't know. But I ended up giving this 3.5 stars. And yeah, those are just my thoughts about it. This book made me kind of uncomfortable. That's all I'll say. So, I'll come back with an update whenever I start the last book. It's the next day, and I'm about to start Every Time I Go on Vacation, Someone Dies by Catherine Mack. So, I'll come back when I either just start this or when I have thoughts about it. But I will be back. Okay, so I've been reading this all day. I'm on page 117. And this is a cozy mystery. It's about this author named Eleanor who writes a cozy mystery series. She's about to write book 10, I believe. And she wants to kill off the main character of her book, which happens to be her ex-boyfriend, Connor. Now they're on like this book tour in Italy. While she's there, bad things keep happening. And Connor thinks that somebody is out to actually kill him. But he thinks that it's somebody like with them on the tour. And so it's her sister, 2 of her ex-boyfriends, Connor's ex-wife, and another author, I believe. I think there's 8 of them all together. And then there was also a contest for this like huge fan group of her books who 20 of them won and were able to come on this trip with them as well. So there's like 28 people that it could be as the killer. And I feel like I have an idea of who I think it is. Obviously, I'm not going to say, but I guess I'll let you know when I get more into it if I figured it out already or not. But I'm really enjoying this so far. It's actually really cute and really funny. And I hope this author writes more books because I really want to read more. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I will hopefully finish this tonight or tomorrow and get back to you with my thoughts. So, I finished this book last night. It was really funny. I really enjoyed this. I do want to say I figured it out early on, or at least part of it. I had half of the duo correct. That's all I'm going to say. But I highly recommend this book, and I can't wait for the other ones in the series to come out. I think she said in here that she signed the book deal for 3 books, so there's gonna be 2 more coming out. And I'm really excited for this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna settle on a 4.5 for this. So whenever my husband gets home, this is the last book for this video. So whenever my husband gets home, sorry about the microwave. So whenever my husband gets home today, I'm going to tell him my ratings on all 3 of the books, see if they line up with what he predicted. Okay, now that I've finished all of them, I'm gonna tell you the rating. The first book I read was Longshot by Kennedy Ryan. And do you remember what you thought I was gonna rate this one?
I don't remember.
You said I was gonna rate this one 4 stars.
Okay.
I ended up giving this one 4.5 stars.
Ooh, so I was pretty close. It's pretty close. What are your thoughts on it?
I liked it, but there's a lot of triggering things in it.
Yeah, I knew that going in. But then I was like, she can handle it.
There's a lot of triggers, so please read the trigger warnings before you read this book.
Indeed.
But I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. The next book that I read was Until Friday Night by Abby Glines. Do you remember what you said for this one?
Did I say 3 or something?
You said 4.5 stars.
Oh, okay.
I gave this one 3.5 stars.
Okay, so I guessed just now pretty close to what you just guessed. But my original guess was off.
Yeah.
I think I didn't read too closely about what the book was about. I thought it was gonna be a cute little thing.
So this one does have a trigger about death of a parent. She watched her father murder her mother, and his dad's dying of cancer. So beware of that going into this book. But I did give this one 3.5 stars. And the last book that I read was Every Time I Go on Vacation, Someone Dies by Catherine Mack. And you said I was gonna rate this one 4 stars.
Okay, I want to update my guess.
Okay.
Is it 4.5?
It is 4.5.
It's 4.5 is a safe bet with Alexis because she doesn't rate anything 5. Room for improvement for everybody. Yay!
This book was really, really good. It's a murder mystery book about an author who writes a murder mystery series, and the main character is her ex-boyfriend, and she's trying to find a way to write him out of the series. The only thing she can think of is to kill him, and now she finds out that someone is actually out to kill him in real life. So now she has to solve the mystery of who it is. And I will say that I figured it out really early on in this book, but I still enjoyed every minute of it.
Is that why it doesn't get the extra 0.5? Because it wasn't twist and turny enough?
No, there was a couple parts where I was just kind of bored and I didn't care about the characters. But I was reading the author's note at the end of this book, and when she signed her contract with her publisher, she signed on to sell 3 books. So I'm excited for the other 2 that'll come out whenever they come out. I think overall that you did a really good job picking out these books.
You know, for knowing nothing about these books, I'm glad you liked them.
So these are the 3 that we read. Well, that I read. And I would like to do this again sometime.
Yeah, perhaps. I need to do research before you say, hey, let's go to the store. I should also take a look at your wish list on Amazon.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.
Redo that whole thing, okay? I can't edit that.
Yes, you can. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.